Day 5, I'm realizing that this is just becoming a weird word association game between things that I say and thus then random movie clips or something that I put in. I'm not that against that. Plus, it's also, will I actually complete this model before I get out of lockdown? And the answer I hope, is yes. I finished last night. I completed the conceptual version, and so it's time to decide whether or not to be smart and just use MATLAB and just adapt the code that was written by my professor, or try it all over on my own in Python, which will probably result in many more issues. Don't know which one I'll do yet, honestly. Guess we'll find out soon enough. You know, we've been doing this for so long, and I've never let you see my view, the only extent of the outside world that I can see. There it is. Look at that stupid squirrel. Oh man, squirrels make me so mad. Not because of them, but because of humans. Anyway, this is it. This is all the world is to me.
Me and him, boy, they say we like the new gangstar. Me and Flacco, they say we the new vanguard. Shout to Max B, he could be home any day, God.
Let's be real. I just watched basketball today, man. Gonna edit this video and then maybe read a paper and then call it a night. All right. Well, I've said pretty much nothing useful today, or really any of these days, but especially today and yesterday. Here's an internal monologue that or dialogue that I've been having. And I say dialogue instead of monologue because there's like two sides to it. Now that I'm here being Caltech, here being grad school, here being doing fundamental research, I'm definitely having this thought that I didn't expect to have, which is that I'm not sure if academia is for me. And it's not like an angry feeling, or I feel like there seems to be, to me, I feel like there's two sorts of people who sort of say that phrase, and it's like such a common thing to say. And the first set of people seem to be like just sad. Maybe they're feeling very insecure or uncertain, or they had a bad event, anything such that they just don't feel like capable of doing it. And then there's another set of people who are angry, and maybe again something bad happened to them, and they're mad at academia, and they think the whole thing is terrible and it should all be burned down. And I'm not either of these people. And I'm not saying that I don't want to be in academia. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm here, and this isn't what I expected. And I don't think they marketed it incorrectly. I just didn't realize. You know, I guess you have to be in a place to really understand. And I don't know if this is how I want to spend the rest of my life. You know, on one hand, doing research is the coolest thing that I can think of. And there's not really much that I could think of else that would be as fulfilling to me. But that's a nice stretch. But on the other hand, I guess I feel like I'm not I don't know if this is what this is supposed to be like. I don't know if the way research currently works is the way it's supposed to be. And this is like largely spurred on by the latest episode of the Eigen Bros that they had with Dietrich Labs and his personal frustration with sort of the incremental publishing of academia and the speed, the publishing speed, which almost requires a specific kind of thinking and a specific kind of approach to making innovation and discoveries. One that's incremental in nature. I mean, it's interesting. And whenever I first got into science, in my first publication and probably my next one that will be out sooner, they're very incremental. And I didn't think about it, but when I sort of got to grad school, it was mentioned to me by one of my friends that it's weird that we do it this way, that we just all, there's so much that it's impossible for anyone to filter through even 1% of any of it. And I'm a voracious reader, and I struggle to read all of the papers in my little tiny subfield of question I want to ask. And I guess it's very romantic, because who knows what it was really like in the past, except the people who were there, and most of them are dead at this point. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't know if this is the best use of my time. I don't know what is. I mean, I don't know if I have another answer, and if I don't have another answer, then I probably would like to continue pursuing this. But yeah, it's been on my mind for quite some time now, and I don't really know what to do about it. Give me an answer. 1 week later, I went insane, lost my mind. I got out of there. So all the days past this, honestly, there was no coherent or productive or anything theme. So no point posting them. But the updates are, number one, I escaped. I did what was necessary. And number two, I think I'm going to make a series out of the model building. I think I'm going to try and make a coupled ocean atmosphere box model for a few different systems, maybe carbon, and then also like a nutrient like phosphate, which would only require the ocean, not the atmosphere. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to write it up all nice in LaTeX, and also go from like phenomenology all the way to code, and see if we can recapitulate ocean sections, or the sort of trends we see in the modern ocean. Wavy, baby.
Do you know there's people on the internet who speak for dead comedians? Like, they know what dead comics are saying and what they're thinking. People who never met them constantly will be fucking tweeting, or will tweet to me about a dead friend that I have and what they're thinking. It's like, that is an amazing, amazing ability.